Hey there, friends, family, loved ones all. A big heads up. This might be part of their agenda here. Order out of chaos. Burning Man descends into chaos. Flooded festival. Officials close gates, trapping 73,000 partygoers. And you know they're all higher than a kite. Storms have found their end in a muddy quagmire, bringing the final weekend. 6 inches of rain fell on the site Saturday, with additional 3 inches on Sunday. FEMA has come in. They are locking people down. They are quarantining people as well, and no one is allowed in. Listen to this first-person testimony here.
Most of y'all have probably heard that Burning Man was declared a national emergency, but there's some pretty crazy stuff coming out. So it was announced earlier that Burning Man was declared a national emergency because it was flooded. And so they sent in FEMA, which already seemed kind of like a weird reason to send in FEMA and keep anyone from leaving the festival. 73,000 people they're keeping locked in there for flooding. Now there's some new terrifying information coming out that there's a virus on the loose in the festival and that people are getting really sick with boils, vomiting, hemorrhaging. To me, this makes way more sense than flooding in terms of what their response was to the situation. This is a text from one of the festival goers, and he said, "Yo, just figured you should hear from me first. Daryl is crazy sick with something that has him coughing up really coagulated blood. Medics showed up wearing a full suit. No idea where he is now. I would stay inside your camper." And he goes on to say that an outside agency is putting up a fence. This is a different festival goer that said, "You're never gonna fucking believe it. They're saying it's Ebola." Freaking Ebola at Burning Man, guys. If this is true, that is insane. I just hope that everyone ends up being okay and that they make it out.
For life update, I am alive, but all the activities are shut down. We all slept all night with no house music bumping. Everything stopped because of that. It's horrible. So they shut the water down. I'm walking around helping pull power cables out of the ground so they don't get stuck in the mud, and all we're doing is kitchen and drinking water. That's it. But tonight the man is supposed to burn. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Watching some of these videos coming out of Burning Man, because I think that a lot of the people who are there, they don't realize how serious this situation is, or better yet, how serious this situation can get. Like the lady we just watched, she has a total lack of self-awareness. People are going to be making rumors that there's 70,000 people stuck in the desert. That's not a rumor. You're stuck in the desert right now, and you know it. You're part of the 70,000 people stuck in the desert. Maybe they didn't invite you to the orgy, but I assure you, they are happening. And then she's like, "Oh, we're just going to, we're just doing minimal life activities. I think everyone's going to get naked and run around the mud later." How is that a minimal life activity? And, a lot of these people, they're high out of their mind. They're spaced out. Some of them are crashing. They're having hangovers. They're not in their right state of mind, most of them. And even the ones who are, they have like this hippie-like mentality that everything's going to be okay. We're all going to come together and everything's going to be fine. And that may be the case, but let me tell you all the reality of this situation, because it's much worse than what a lot of people realize. For one, there's already been electrical shortages, and that's making it very dangerous for people to walk around this area. There's exposed wire, that's in mud and water. It's being rained on. A lot of it's not properly protected. There's limited cell phone service, so depending on who your cell phone provider is, you're not even able to contact people from the outside. Like I was telling you all yesterday, all of these people are on psychedelics.
So could this be the beginnings of the Marburg virus in Black Rock? Right? Where all Burning Man's going on. What are they doing? They're burning man up. They're burning man and women up. They're burning them up in Lahaina. They're burning them up in Paradise. They're burning them up around the world. Burning Man. Now they're making an example. And will they release the Marburg virus, a highly virulent disease? And it's in the same family as the Ebola. So if this is the Ebola breakout, this is the zombie apocalypse. And it's not like they're not prepared for it. I mean, you've got Amazon with their legal documents to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. You've got the Center for Disease Creation, CDC. They've got their zombie apocalypse website. So is this the beginning of it? And they're using Burning Man, BlackRock as their poster child to begin this continued craziness. And as I've chronicled before, this Hurricane Hillary that was supposed to dump a year's worth of rain in parts of the Southwest, according to August 18th, right before Burning Man. The storm's path gave several new records, 1.8 inches, but nothing like the 34 inches, 33 inches, a year's worth of rain in the Southwest. That's what they're doing now. They're promoting this hype, and then the events have some other purpose to them. And also chronicle where a lot of the fruit trees were being scorched after Hurricane Hillary came through. So San Diego received 1.8 inches of rain. I mean, this was nothing. I mean, it was just a little piddle, people were saying. And here we see the forecast for, again, huge, massive rain. Forecast fear, but the 2-day rain totals don't back it up. Forecast fear. But look at this. This is on Tuesday after the supposed Sunday Hillary hurricane last week. And you can see it just came up here through the middle. We didn't experience any rain up here in Northern California. We're not experiencing any rain predictions here. It's all right in here, right where the Burning Man is going on right here. And then also down in Moab. And then up here in Pendleton, they're attacking. So this was another BS forecast. I mean, look at this. Hillary top rain total so far. They did not get 10.5 inches of rain in these areas. They did not get them. You don't see the reports of people on the ground. Oh, but at weekend, and by the way, it came in at weekend, but hey, it still came in and dumped 11 inches almost of rain. Yeah, right. Again, at weekend. So where did all this come from? And then they're using it all to evacuate or to quarantine. That's the game, evacuation or quarantine. And then FEMA's moving in these areas and no one's getting out. And again, here's the profile of the rainfall. Hurricane Hillary forecast 1 to 3 inches of rain. I mean, where does this year's worth of rain in the Southwest, August 18th, CNN, must be true. I mean, they're blowing smoke up our ass while they're burning us out and they're frying us out and they're using this all as a pretext, to set the world on fire as they determine they're going to do. And remember here that Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg, Freiberger, and all these other jerks controlling the world have been going to Burning Man, flying in their helicopters and whatnot. They're fully aware of what's going on.
Working anymore anyway. And now a lot of the food is spoiling. So they can't keep the food cold. So a lot of the food is going bad. The water is already running out. People have been told that they need to conserve the food and the water. They're told to shelter in place. No one is allowed to leave Burning Man. No one is allowed to leave. No one is allowed to go into Burning Man. Basically, the whole city around Burning Man is shut down. Now, this flooding has been crazy. The porta potties, you cannot use the porta potties. They're filled, and you can't empty them. So here's the bright idea that these people came up with. These people decided that when they need to take a crap, that they're just going to dig a hole in the mud and poop right there. And if you got 4 or 5 people out in the woods camping or out in the desert, trapped in this situation, and you dig your little holes in the mud and you poop, not really a big deal, right? You got 70,000 people out there. Last time I checked, the estimate was 73,000 people. So now you have 73,000 piles of poop. You got 70,000 holes in this small area filled with poop. It's raining, it's flooding. So this bright idea that we're going to dig little holes and poop in the ground, now all of the poop is flooding along, right? The medical tents and everything, it's all filled with poop water. Everyone is walking around piles of poop and mud. It's all mixed together now. You really have to think about it. 70,000 piles of poop. More than that, because some people take more than one poop a day. So that's a very disgusting situation, and it will most likely lead to, some illnesses. There's already rumors about Ebola and other diseases spreading out there. I don't know what's really going on, but I can guarantee you people are going to get sick. People are already suffering from hypothermia. It's actually really cold out there. People have been trying to party, and they've been getting rained on for like a couple of days straight. They're walking around on 70,000 piles of shit. It's a horrific situation. And I know all of these people, when you see the videos, they'll make it look like it's not that bad. That's because they're on hella drugs.
So is this going to usher in the poop patrol? Because they're saying that the poop is what caused all of the Ebola to break out. And so now we got to start surveilling your poop to keep you from shedding and testing to see the waters over time. And you think I'm making this up? They've already laid the groundwork, and not just in New York City, but other places. The Poop Patrol, here comes the Poop Patrol. Wastewater monitoring. All the 14 wastewater plants across New York reporting high concentrations of the made up. Yeah. Ovid means sheep. See the sheep, literally. And looky what they already got designed. The Poop Patrol. You're going to have your toilet monitoring your poop. And it's going to be reporting back. Smart poops, smart toilets coming up here. Smart toilets right here. This is what they're going to do with checking your poop and having the Poop Patrol. So is this all the precedent for bringing out the Ebola virus, and now they got to do a massive check on poops going forward? Job openings for Poop Patrol, folks. Oh gosh, you can't make this stuff up. Anyway, stay sane, stay safe. This is going to get worse. It's going to get uglier. The financial markets have to collapse in order for all this to happen. So just keep your head on straight during the chaos when many are going to be losing theirs. Anyway, stay informed. I'll keep you posted.